Hi guys, I hope that you are doing well, and yes, I am back. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm back full time. I'm gonna be honest, every time I make a plan, something comes up, something happens, and I don't actually proceed with it, and I just don't want to give those promises anymore. I did take a break, a desired break, a very needed break, and I'm still honestly on that break. I don't know when exactly I'm going to be back full time. However, I do these yearly readings every single year, and I could not just miss this. I had to come back and do them for you guys. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I stopped doing personal readings. However, I am offering currently a 2022 Lenormand reading, and that is the only reading that I'm currently offering. Okay, I am not offering any kind of short readings, any kind of tarot readings, any kind of astrological readings at the moment. 2022 Lenormand Grand Tableau is the only reading that I'm offering, and the reason why is because I love Grand Tableau. It does consist of 36 cards. It does cover absolutely every area of your life, and you're also able to pick characters in your spread, pick signifiers for people in your life. For example, I don't know, your partner, your parent, somebody else that you're interested in. There's a whole picture of your life that can be seen in Grand Tableau. So for all the details, just go to my website if you would like a 2022 Lenormand reading. But we are going to move on to our 2022 tarot reading for each zodiac sign. Hi Pisces, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be your 2022 tarot reading. And you are the lucky ones. You are the stars of the show in 2022 because Jupiter is moving into your sign. And whether you have Sun in Pisces, Moon in Pisces, or Ascendant in Pisces, I would say that this is going to be a very lucky time for you, especially until May of 2022. And last couple of years, last year and a half or so, could have been very significant for you, especially, by the way, if you are a Pisces rising. But there could be some major events that have happened. There could be some significant changes maybe within your career or family life. However, this time around, starting January, things are going to calm down a little bit for you. Things are going to be flowing a little bit more naturally, not kind of out of the blue, out of nowhere, where you have to quickly adjust, It's not really going to be that crazy of energy. It's going to be more subtle. It's going to be more friendly. It's going to be more manageable, I would say, for you. Because North Node and South Node are going into Taurus and Scorpio, which are basically beneficial signs for you. So I would say that all the changes that are going to be happening with you, at least in 2022, they may not hold that heavy significance, if that makes sense. Yes, of course, things are going to be changing, but they're not going to be, let's say, life-changing, right? However, I do want to see what the cards may tell you about your year. So Pisces, what can Pisces expect to happen in the first 6 months of 2022? What can Pisces expect to happen in the first 6 months of 2022? There is a lot of energy that is connected to either learning, studying something, or teaching, okay? And for me, being actually a Pisces rising, that's what I'm planning to do. I'm planning to teach and to learn, both things actually, in 2022. But for you guys, it could be the energy of, with Page of Swords and Page of Wands here, having to work on two very important things in the first 6 months. It could be, for example, work and school. It could be 2 jobs. It could be 2 businesses. It could be 2 majors. I don't know, not majors, 2 things that you are actively learning. You're taking a course, for example, on something that you like to do, and then at the same time you are in college for a certain major, right? So there is a theme here going on of you gaining new knowledge and just absorbing that knowledge. You know what I mean? There is just so much that's going to be happening when it comes to improving your skills, gaining new skills, maybe potentially finding a new direction. But I feel like it's more of the professional matter rather than personal. With Page of Swords, with Page of Wands, there is curiosity involved, but there is also like lack of skill. in a certain area. It's almost like you're starting from zero. You're starting from scratch, and you are willing, by the way, to gain as much as possible from this situation, from this opportunity. But at the same time, you're starting out kind of at the, I don't want to say at the bottom, right? But you're starting out from scratch. You know, there is so much for you to learn. There's so much for you to figure out. And if right now you're like, well, I'm not really interested in learning anything, you know, I do have a stable job that I have gone to school for forever ago, you know, I'm not sure what I would be studying here. This is about finding some sort of hobby, finding some sort of passion, finding a project that you almost want to do maybe on a side of something that you are already doing full time, okay? Because Two of Pentacles will make you juggle, you know, it will make you maintain a few things at once, especially like if it's two things at once, you know. But it will be something that you will be drawn to, but it will also be something that will require a skill, some kind of experience maybe, you know. So you will definitely be working on that, okay? And with Ace of Cups, it seems like it's going to be something very pleasant for you, something pleasurable. You will enjoy finding out new things, working on new things, learning new things. And also, if some of you are wanting to go towards the teacher's route, you know, where you want to teach, there is almost like preparing some sort of material, preparing some sort of chunk of information that you are going to present to others. And it almost seems like for some of you, for most of you, the teaching route is new. Okay, it seems like it's not something that you've tried before. It's something that you're trying out now, because whether you're going to teach or you're going to study something, there is a sense of newness to this. It's like, I've never done this before. And the moon confirms this too. You know, the moon does talk about something unknown, something that you're not aware about yet. And by the way you see it right now, what you're going to be doing, right? How you're going to present it to the public, or how are you going to even present it to yourself in some cases. This may not be exactly what you're imagining right now. This may not be that image that you currently have in your head. Once things start, once things actually happen, you will see the real picture of it. You will know what exactly it's looking like and how much it's gonna take out of you to be able to do it. Okay, so that's something that I would like to mention. Now, what about the last 6 months of the year for Pisces? What about the last 6 months of the year for Pisces? Okay, so 6 of Pentacles. It seems like the first 6 months of the year, that's when you are really focusing on something. That's when you're really careful about your next steps, because you want to bring something to perfection. You want to have enough skill, have enough experience, maybe have enough resources potentially to launch something of yours, or just to make it happen, right? With 6 of Pentacles, you are going to be creating some sort of balance as you move forward. It seems like your efforts that you put into specific project, situation, relationship, whatever that is, will start paying off, will really start paying off in the last 6 months of the year, okay? So establishing something is the goal, learning how to do it, right? That's the goal of the first 6 months, right? And the last 6 months is when things are in action, things are actually happening. You see the rewards, you see that they're paying off. Really? Oh God. I mean, I am recording this on a Sunday, and of course, you know, the neighbors can take an opportunity to cut their grass and stuff. So I apologize if you may hear a lot of background noise, but I enjoy recording here. You know, I enjoy the nature. However much nature I can get, you know, out of my backyard, but you know, sometimes it kind of comes with a noise. Okay, so let's actually look at the cards that we have here. Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, 3 of Wands, and 3 of Cups. Choosing the direction, making a choice, finding it. And with 2 threes, enjoying what it's actually giving you, seeing what it's actually giving you. You know, the work happens in the first 6 months, the fun happens in the last 6 months. And by fun, I mean there is some kind of celebration here, but it almost seems like the last 6 months, when it comes to this particular project, whether it's studying or learning, you're going to enjoy a lot. It's something that could really make other people celebrate for you. You know, it's like, this is a success that this person achieved and we're happy for you. You know, you've been wanting to do this for a while, now you're doing it, you're successful, we're happy for you, blah blah blah. You know, but on the other hand, how this can play out, guys, there is some kind of a serious step in your relationship. Now, if you are single right now, this could actually, if let's say we use it as a love reading altogether, right? 2 pages in the first 6 months is getting to know someone. You know, it's like when you gain knowledge, you can gain knowledge about a specific direction in your profession, but you can also gain knowledge about a person, right? About a situation, about a relationship. And maybe you are, with the moon at the bottom, it could be that you imagine being with one person in 2022, possibly, let's say, if you have like a crush or something. But things could play out in a different way. You know, the moon still holds kind of a secret to it. You know, the moon is still the type of card that will show the reality of the situation. It's not always what it seems. It's not always what we want it to be. So let's say if you don't have anybody in mind, right, and you are imagining your love life a specific way, in 2022, well, there is a good chance that somebody will come around here and you will be kind of studying them in the first 6 months. You know, you will be learning more about them, you will be spending time with them, but it's kind of like, I don't want to say that it's like anything serious with pages, you know what I mean? Pages are just, you're curious about them, they're curious about you, and both of you are trying to get to know each other. Even though emotionally, yes, there is definitely involvement there. You know, there are feelings, there's stuff involved, okay? So I cannot say that, you know, it's just very plain and kind of dry and, you know, there is really nothing to it. No, emotions are there, you know, but you need to get to know the person more. And then towards the last 6 months, that's when either a serious relationship happens, that's when maybe a relationship makes progress, right? For example, you and your partner are going to be working on something in the next 6 months. And then towards the last 6 months of the year, the actual like big event will happen, you know? It could be anything, really. It could be starting a business with a partner. It could be getting married to the partner. It could be starting a family with a partner, buying something, Ace of Pentacles, with a partner, right? There could be so many things here, but it definitely looks like things are going to go the direction that will allow you to celebrate this. It will be successful. It will be something that you are going to be proud of, something that you're going to experience joy about. And I do believe that the last 6 months could be very good for you, very beneficial, not just for yourself, not just for your let's say career path, right, but also for your personal relationships. That definitely looks like it here. And a lot of it is actually your effort, a lot of it is your work. You are able to manifest that into reality, you are able to make it happen, and it's something to be proud of, Pisces, honestly, because, you know, it's not like, I don't really see you sitting around here waiting for a miracle to happen. Yes, you may have a specific thought, a specific idea about something right now, and once it actually happens, you may either change your perspective on it, change your view on it, right? But I don't think that you're going to change the direction. You're just going to take whatever comes your way and you're going to work with it. And yeah, like I said, for romantic relationships, the year is really good. So regarding advice, what advice would you give Pisces for 2022? What advice would you give Pisces for 2022? 9 of Swords, interesting advice. Well, you know, 9 of Swords is about keeping you, something keeping you up at night. Anxiety, right? Stress, nervous tension. I feel like Pisces kind of soaks up all the energy from day-to-day life, from people that they communicate with. They soak it up easily, whether they are Sun in Pisces, Moon in Pisces, or ascendant in Pisces. And with Nine of Swords, it is about protecting your mental state, protecting your emotional state, and overall protecting your aura. You know, like for example, for me, I am a Pisces ascendant, and I do get tired of people. I do get tired of communication, and I like a typical fish. You know, I will communicate with people for about a couple days or so, or a day, let's say. I will communicate, and then I will detach for also a couple of days, because that's what allows me to regroup. No communication whatsoever allows me to regroup. So I sometimes don't get on the app, let's say, to reply to messages or anything like that, just because for the sake of my sanity, for the sake of my own energy, I save my energy that way. And people know about me, that I will engage in communication, but then I will also detach because I need to regroup. I'm tired, I'm drained of that communication. Unfortunately, with Pisces placement, that's a common thing, you know. It's not because I don't want to talk to someone, it's because I simply can't, you know. I need to regroup. That's kind of a thing that Pisces needs to really take care of this year, because the year will be busy, the year will be successful, but you need to be in the right mindset. You need to be in a healthy emotional state, because if you are always stressed out, if you're always drained from people, if you always have that nervous tension, what good is it gonna do to you? If something successful happens, will you actually be able to enjoy it fully? Will you actually be in the moment if you're drained, if you are not feeling well, due to simply low energetical levels? You know, that's something very serious, I believe, and I used to ignore it for the sake of other people, you know, because Pisces likes to sacrifice. But right now I learned that, you know, hey, if you don't, you know, if this isn't something that you're willing to work with, then bye-bye, because my energy to me is more important. My mental health and emotional health is more important to me. So this is kind of the attitude that I advise here with the Nine of Swords. Okay, but other than that, everything is good. Just don't stress out over something that does not deserve your stress, and save yourself from overwhelmment that comes from other people's energies, because sometimes it can even keep you up at night, and that's definitely not something that we need in the new year, especially considering that new year is going to be more peaceful for you guys. And Jupiter, you know, bringing its blessings, whether it's in the first house for your ascendant, whether it's in whatever house, wherever your sun is, or your moon, right? You will receive blessings. You will receive that boost, you know, kind of like a magical boost in some way, where, let's say, without Jupiter influence, it would be very hard to achieve. But with Jupiter being there, it's much easier. You know, it's you're able to do more, or maybe you're able to achieve things with more ease. That's always good to have too. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and if you would like a personal 2022 reading, it is on my website until February 1st, and I will see you guys in my next video whenever that happens. Thank you so much. Bye bye.